Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. In the last session, Fedoran, well, let's just say he committed a slight teensy-wincy little bit of a crime, but in his own mind it was justified. Anyway, we shall not harp on about such things, we shall simply move forward. In which case, we start today's session addressing Palagina here to see what her concluding thoughts are on the situation.
Ready when you are.
Ah, it's done then.
Looking rather satisfied with the outcome.
I always knew Vertzano's bad dealings would catch up with him. I didn't expect his end to come from an outsider, but I suppose his ability to offend reached beyond this little circle. In any case, the embassy's entanglements with him have been cut, which also means that I'm free from Vertzano's net of stupidity. You have my thanks. Whether you intended to or not, you've done the Valian Republics a service today, ridding us of him. I work closely with the embassy to protect our interests, but lately I think our gaze has been too narrow.
Well, comes naturally to Fedoran to help the Valian Republics, of course.
You clearly have pursuits of your own in the city, but I think we could help each other out. If you're interested in doing some work for us. Officially, I mean. We can go together and I'll introduce you to the ambassador.
Oh! Introduce us personally to the ambassador? Certainly!
Good. Maybe I can finally do something more worthwhile than playing nanny to merchants. The embassy is up in First Fires, southwest of the Ducal Palace.
Yes, we know where that is. We've been before. Very good. Okay, so she is a recruitable party member, which means that we no doubt need her in our party to meet the ambassador. She is a paladin, she is level 1, we will need to level her up if we encounter any sticky situations. But we don't intend to meet any sticky situations. Oh, what do we do here? I could leave her in the roster and she would make her way, no doubt, to Fedoran's keep. But Fedoran really wants to meet the ambassador sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's going to have to wait. We're going to tell her to head to Fedoran's keep. We shall meet the ambassador another time. We just have a few things to clear up first. I really am not in a position to level her up right now, so I can't have her traipsing around with the party just in case we stumble across a sticky situation. So, sending her forth, sending her to Fedoran's keep. Speak to Agosti at the Valian embassy. Certainly. In due course. We'll keep him waiting slightly. Why not? Perhaps maybe if we speak with him, he may entrust this little establishment into our care. Perhaps we could earn a weekly wage or something. Who knows? Hey. Anyway, since the last session I have noticed something slightly amiss, and that is the fact that I didn't loot the items at the top level of the lighthouse. So we shall hopefully be able to re-enter and pick those up. I am aware that we can level up Nadog and Kana, but I'm just waiting for the rest of the party to reach the same state. I'm pretty much carrying on this session from last time, and I haven't really looked at what I want to get with these characters yet, so there's no rush.
Hey.
Hopefully the items will still be there. Oh no. Oh no. This is not a good sign. I mean, it's lovely that we have an inn here, and we will certainly be checking it out in more detail very, very soon. The top floor, there were items that were lootable, and I forgot to pick them up at the time. Oh, thank the heavens, it looks like we may not have got to the top floor just yet with our renovations. Oh, this could be a good sign, this could be a good sign. Aha! Aha ha ha ha! Ah, lovely! Jack of the Wide Waters. It's a unique light armour. Damage reduction 8. Good against crush and pierce. Not so good against burn and corrode though. But gives extra survival skills and exceptional damage reduction. So, Kakuma was a famed Armawa swashbuckler and the original wearer of this garment. She sailed from her homeland of Roatai to the infamous Deadfire Archipelago. There she escorted merchant and passenger ships through pirate-infested waters. Among her most frequent clients were the Nasitaki dwarves, who ventured to the continents to the north on both personal and tribal sojourns. Her fair dealings, bravery in combat, and skill at sea made Kakuma a loved and respected figure in the archipelago and among the Nasitaki. How very, very nice. Just going to see who would benefit from this lovely piece of armour. She's wearing fine leathers, which is recovery speed minus 30%. Of course, this has much better recovery speed and extra survival. So this would, and it's mentioning about Nasitaki dwarves and things, it would quite be fitting for her to wear this. Nice. I think we'll swap this for Kana's fine hide. There we go.
Hey.
So that's the first item collected. The second one was a cape. Lilith's shawl. This cloak feels so light that it's easy to forget you're wearing it. The unmistakable scent of the sea breeze, cool and salty, wafts from the fabric. Though moth-eaten and ragged around the edges, it keeps the chill at bay. Its faded colours seem to blend in with its surroundings. You found this in the lighthouse of Ondra's gift. The tower had been uninhabited for a century and a half, and its last occupant, the lighthouse keeper, supposedly died there when the Adirians invaded. It was rumoured that her spirit haunted the tower, watching for ships on the horizon. Stealth and perception +3. Now, perception, if I can remember rightly, is about interrupt and accuracy. I think everybody could use a better perception, but because she is our dedicated stealth character, giving an extra bonus to stealth and raising her perception even higher. It is 18, which you could argue is probably high enough, and somebody else with a lower perception might benefit, perhaps. Like, who's got the lowest perception? Would he benefit from a higher perception? Extra accuracy and interrupts? I think he probably would. Kana's is pretty decent. Hers is already very good. His is pretty rubbish, but he doesn't really need it as a priest, I don't think, as much. She's already got one item from there. Does she need another? Plus, the Stalker's Link bonus is quite nice. I'm tempted to give him that, but he's got extra intellect and resolve from that, which is pretty decent. Okay, so he's got that, which is extra healing received, +5 reflex. I mean, what's he got? Swaddling Sheet, that's pretty nice. Recall Agony is very useful. Overwhelming Wave, not too bad. This is average, but he's like the wrong person for it, really, isn't he? Extra Perception, +2 perception. Well, there you go. Straight away, that's got +3 and a little bit of stealth. It doesn't need the stealth, but an extra point of perception. Rather than that. That'll do for now. Yeah, I think that's going to be the order of the day. Good old Fedoran. Wearing Lilith's cloak. Okay.
Hey.
Carry on, builders. You're doing a sterling job. Okay, so let's just have a quick look around here. I mean, those lost in the flood. Wow, this is to do with this. I would like to take this. I don't think it's stealing. Get a bit of history about this. I do have a collection of books that I haven't read yet. We're just waiting for the right moment. We will eventually read them. How do you like what I've done with the place? She dusts her hands on her clothing. The rooms are still under construction, but I can get you food and drink if you like. Certainly. So, yeah, as I say, I wonder if we come back in a few days. I wonder if the lighthouse will be completed. Wow, 12,000 coin. That's not too bad at all. So she's got some food, some camping supplies, which is pretty much all she's going to have here at the inn. But while we are here, we may as well trade some of the tut that we don't need. And all of this rubbish. Ah, yeah, get rid of it all. Get rid of all the rubbish. We probably have a fine version of pretty Valian clothing. Ooh, it's very nice indeed. In fact, I think Fedoran may just. We've got fine brigandine already. Breastplate, we don't have a fine breastplate. Hide, we have fine hide. Leaden key, mail, we have fine mail. Padded armour, oh, rubbish. Scale, we have. Do we have fine scale? Yeah, we have fine scale. And all these rubbish helms. Of course, not selling his tricorn hat. Wouldn't dream of it. Any hides? No hides. Okay. Trade, thank you very much. Good job, I will come back soon and hope to see the rooms in all their splendour. In the meantime, Fedoran, he does like his robes. They don't confer any... Oh, they do actually. They just give us a little bit of damage reduction. 5, minus 15. Whilst we're walking about town, though, and don't anticipate any battles, I'm sure the Valian clothing will be slightly more... Oh, yes. Slightly more up Fedoran's street. Oh, you... Absolutely marvellous. He loves it. It doesn't give us anything, no damage reduction, but as I say, when we don't anticipate anything happening, we can just strut around in our Valian finery, especially when meeting nobles and ambassadors and things. And then when we're on the road, switch to the robes. Oh yeah, looking good.
Hey.
It's the simple pleasures in life, you know. Look at it, I love it, I love it. Now, some of you may argue, ooh, our Bailey is constructed. Lovely. Right, Lord Birigar, 2 days until Aloth returns. God, how time is dragging. But have we missed him? Gotta say, Karna has fit in absolutely marvellously. He's done a sterling job in the battlefield. Right, we're lacking a little bit on the security side of things now, so we're going to focus next few purchases on raising the security levels here. So, there's two things that interest me actually. There's dungeons, which doesn't give you anything, but it will allow us to take prisoners during our travels. So the earlier we take this, the better, because we're stumbling across people all the time, aren't we? So that would be useful. But we also need hirelings, of course, to defend during attacks and also for the battle. But we know there's no time limit for that, so there's not necessarily a massive urgency. So where do we go with things? I'm thinking dungeons first of all. They serve a purpose, they're functional as we go on our travels, so I think, yeah, opportunity to imprison people and dish out justice, make Fedoran feel even more important. And then we'll perhaps go for the, perhaps the barracks next, we'll see. Just take it steady, just take it one step at a time, there's no rush. We hope. Warden's Lodge provide high-level bounties, I think. Yeah, high-level bounties, which we wouldn't consider as high-level.
Hey.
Anyway, as I was about to say, I bet you're all thinking there may be a particular reason why Fedoran may have just switched to Valian fineries. And it's nothing to do with the ambassador, because we are actually going to head to the Salty Mast. And I can quite assure you that we're going there on official business, and it's just a mere coincidence that Fedoran has found and changed into his Valian fineries before visiting said establishment. Purely coincidental. Because it's 1,000 coin to seek out an audience with Cyril. She has possession of a Ingwithan relic, and Fedoran is thinking that relic is possibly going to be more expensive than 1,000 coin. So we really could do with it. So he's going to hope that dressed in his fineries, looking as sterling as he is, he can sweet talk her into handing it over with minimum fuss.
Hey.
Going straight up
Hey.
to the elite exclusive members section. It's a shame that people like Durrance in his garish and dirty robes
Hey.
has not stumbled across something more fitting just yet, but we shall get there eventually. Everyone else is looking relatively presentable.
Hey.
Now, there are guards posted outside, and things could turn sour if we say the wrong thing, so Fedora not quite wanting to abandon his party members,
All right, then.
but he will probably instruct them to wait outside. In fact, do we need to speak with the matron downstairs? Possibly.
Ready when you are.
We may have jumped the gun here. Okay. Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself. The anticipation, the excitement got the better of me.
Hey. Hey.
Wait there,
Ready when you
chaps. I shall return shortly.
Greetings.
Right. Paying the 1,000 copper pans for a night with Cyril. You'll find her quarters upstairs. She lays a large hand on your shoulder. Don't mind the burly fellows at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Marvellous.
Just say the word.
Absolutely marvellous.
Hey. Hey.
I think they're going to let us pass. But Fedora, just instructing people to stay outside. Just keep an eye on the guards.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be fine on my own. Thank you. Okay.
Greetings.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her 2 prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Cyril is beautiful. She favours you with a smile she must have practised and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. Oh, yes, it is getting a little bit warm here. But I am here to discuss something. She runs a smooth finger along your neck and under your chin. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. Oh, no, I'm not bringing any extras. Your friend Thristwin sent me. He needs that medallion. Well, we're not going to give it to him. We were just simply hoping to keep it. So do I. Cyril raises her chin. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. She crosses her arms and paces a slow circle around us. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I am really sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Air Glanfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving it up just because Thwistwin suddenly gotten nostalgic. See, I've got a feeling that if we do buy it and do take it, it's probably not going to be usable. It's going to be a quest item, and then we're going to have to give it to him anyway, which we didn't really want to do. And now we've just paid 1,000 gold for the audience with Cyril. What to do for Doran, mesmerised by a beautiful woman here, very warm and stuffy. She's playing him like a fool, no doubt. Yes, I see that that's for the 1,000 copper pounds I've paid. Let's forget about the medallion, shall we? And I'd like you to help me find something else. That's the spirit. For Doran caving into his carnal desires. Guards, that you could care to shut the curtains. Holy moly. I think the deed is done. Thank you,
Greetings.
Cyril. Now that I have had my wicked way, maybe we should bring back about the medallion, or should we leave it? I'm going to tell him to leave you alone. Would you? Oh, I can certainly make it worth your while. What? Second helpings, perhaps? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's have a look here. Okay. So Fedoran has given in.
Not a problem.
She batted her eyelids, her eyelashes rather.
Hey.
She stroked his chin in a seductive manner. And through it all, he had a night of pleasure and has rather conveniently decided that Cyril is far more worthy of that Ingwithan relic than either him or that other fella's name who's It's not a normal name, so it's completely escaped me. Let me get my bearings here. Thwistwin, yes. She is far more deserving of that medallion, that Gwithan relic than us. And certainly than him. And we're going to go tell him so. Certainly. I mean, goodness gracious. Yes, it could have belonged to a noble, but we don't know which noble it belonged to. We probably would never find out. So Brackenbury, which is, I believe, where he was.
Hey.
So you would
Oh, wait a second, they're talking again.
him to curb his violent impulses at the word of a heroic academic.
You don't usually grace me with your flattery, priest. What merits this attention?
All Rawatai's history is war, same as everyone. If only the world were led by soft-hearted giants who waste their muscles stroking their own quills. Oh, wouldn't that be grand?
I'm content to remain a burr in your boots. But here, if you but stand on the docks, you can single-handedly ensure no one ever sails to the Deerwood again.
Right. So, Kana and Sagani obviously getting on well together in the past. Kana and Durance, not so much so. Right.
Just say the word.
He doesn't pose any threat, we don't assume? Thiston scowls and fidgets with his rings. Again talking about the medallion. Okay, well apparently we can't talk to him and tell him to leave her alone, so ultimately looks like the quest will just have to leave it open, I assume. Right, I'm going to have to actually end the session here rather prematurely. I've got something to do rather urgently. So it's a shorter one today. Join me next time when we shall have to figure out what on earth we are going to do next. Because I think we've pretty much tidied up most of our issues within the districts of Defiance Bay that we're aware of, that we want to do at the moment. So that leaves us with a couple of options. We could go back to Fedoran's Keep and pick up the new character, and then visit, of course, the ambassador. We could go on and explore the final location that we haven't explored yet, the district, which is Heritage Hill. Whilst we're in First Fires, actually, we could also see if we can get the records for Adair. Our reputation has increased since last time. Not a lot, but it has increased, so we may get some luck there. So ultimately, I think we're going to probably still continue on in Defiance Bay, but it's just a case of what we do. But I'm sure we'll find out before next time. So until then, see you soon.